book of Romans, Paul is writing to those believers in a city that's very diverse. People from all over the world, all kinds of languages, with very different appearance often, very different customs. And he says this in Romans chapter 15, verse 7, accept one another then, just as Christ accepted you, in order to bring praise to God. So what's he saying? Why is it so important? And exactly how does Jesus accept us? You see, it's a comparative statement there. Accept one another then, pause, just as. So the just as is Christ showing us how we do it. It's a comparative. See, Jesus accepts us just where we are, right where we are. And then we can take that example and apply it to others. An important clue to how this works is found in Romans chapter 5, verse 8. It says, but God demonstrates his own love for us in this: while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. See, to me, at first look, this makes no sense. It's counterintuitive. How can he love us while we are still sinners? Don't we have to change first? Don't we have to get better as a person? Don't we have to drop all of our negative traits? Don't we have to become wonderful in all our ways and then win acceptance and love? Isn't that how it works? No. Read my lips. No. His grace offers unearned love, which confirms our value. And it creates in us a sense of worth and purpose. So then when he tells us, accept one another, just as Christ accepted you, we see the depth and power of this. What if we offered to others the same thing that the Father offers us through Jesus Christ? What if we did not make acceptance of another person dependent on them becoming what we want to be, based on them morphing into a whole different person that's more appealing to us, fits us, is more like us, or is easier for us to understand? What if we decided to accept them just as they are? Would you like to be accepted just as you are? Of course you would. That's a no-brainer. I do. It's one thing I love about my wife, Heather. She takes me just as I am. And see, to be fully accepted like this is what lets love take root inside. That love of Christ in us that we then pass on to, offer to others. How cool is that? That's the coolest thing ever. So if we can understand how good that would be for us, it should be easy for us to see how good it would be for others. And that's what we can give to one another. Acceptance so that they feel valued and loved. And that's the comparison. Jesus calls us to love and accept others the way he loves and accepts us. And here's something we got to think about. I hear this all the time, and I'm guilty of having thought this at times in my life. If you ever withhold acceptance because you think it will motivate someone to improve enough to earn your acceptance, think again. Research does not support this. That person will continue to make mistakes, use poor judgment, disappoint you, and mess things up, because I do and you do. We are sinners. We don't like it, but we are. We strive not to be, but it's our flesh. So it's not okay to withhold acceptance on a conditional basis. You see, even if you did that, you know what else it does? It tells that person, if you finally release acceptance to them because they've met all your criteria, it tells them in the future that if you miss a criteria, you'll pull acceptance back again. That's not what Jesus does with us. And Paul tells us, don't do it with each other. If there's issues and things that need correcting, go for it. Talk about it. Work it out. But we don't withhold acceptance. Paul tells us that when we do this, we accept others, we build unity, strength, devotion, endurance, and it brings tremendous glory to God.